What's up, guys? Spenny. Donald Trump does tell you what he's going to do if you pay attention and listen and know where to look. Donald Trump's often posting memes or jokes. His team likes to speak in meme. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump posting, Marco Rubio will be president of Cuba. This is the day after the Maduro raid. Trump says, sounds good to me. Well, President Trump has just conducted an interview where he says he will topple Cuba next. Trump says he's going to pick Iran's leader and will change the regime in Cuba. President Trump told Politico Cuba's going to fall. He revealed he has growing frustration with Ukraine and discussed an uncertain search for the new leader of Iran. My goodness. Okay. Let's go ahead and check in on what Donald Trump says about a communist nation that is 90 miles from where I am doing this video right now. It is not far to go to Cuba. It's very easy to go to Cuba. We went to Cuba. It sucked. It was like hell on earth. And that was a couple of years ago. I hear it's gotten much worse. We maybe should probably go back. Anyway, here we go. Asked whether the United States was playing a role in the Cuban government's demise, Trump responded, well, what do you think? For 50 years, that's icing on the cake. Venezuela is doing fantastically. And Delcy Rodriguez is doing a fantastic job. The relationship is great. He's talking about the member of Maduro's cabinet who just stepped right in and took over. And that's a matter of fact, by the way. They just facilitated a massive gold and oil trade with Venezuela. Members of the Trump administration were in Venezuela yesterday. I'm having a great time. Wild to see. Anyway, the point is, it'd be great to see that in Iran. It'd be great to see that in Cuba. Trump also confirmed the United States is in touch with Cuba's communist leadership as instability on the island intensifies following the capture of Nicolas Maduro. They need help. We are talking to Cuba, says Trump, as he suggested the island's worsening situation is partly a result of the U.S. pressure cutting off Venezuela oil and supplies that sustained Havana. Well, it's because of my intervention that is happening, Trump said. Obviously, otherwise, they wouldn't have this problem. We cut off all the oil, all the money, everything coming in from Venezuela. That was their sole source. How long have you been hearing about Cuba, Cuba, Cuba? For 50 years, Trump added. He says, that's one of the small ones for me. Listen to this.
The Cuban government is talking with us. They're in a big deal of trouble, as you know. They have no money, they have no anything right now, but they're talking with us, and maybe we'll have a friendly takeover of Cuba. We could very well end up having a friendly takeover of Cuba.
What about the post?
After many, many years, we've had a lot of years of dealing with Cuba. I've been hearing about Cuba since I'm a little boy, but they're in big trouble, and we could very well, something good, I think very positive for the people that were expelled or worse from Cuba that live here.
So Donald Trump saying we may just take over Cuba. And then look at this. U.S. brokers massive Venezuela gold deal. 1,000 kilograms of Venezuelan gold is being shipped to the U.S. Source familiar with the deal says it benefits Venezuela more because now they have access to U.S. markets. I mean, whoa. That's a lot of gold. That, like, literal chests of gold. This is pirate level booty here. Look at that. Whoa. Big time whoa. Yeah, baby. Okay. So this is what we meant with the golden era. Trump administration facilitates large gold order. 100,000 kilograms of gold. Look at that. Yeah. Trump administration was inside of Venezuela yesterday. Look at this. Trump, Doug Burgum meeting with the Venezuelan leader. Yo, Doug Burgum is the Interior Secretary. And yeah, he got it, man. You got it. All right, so what are people saying? Cuba is going to fall too. They need the help. We are taking Cuba, says Donald Trump. We are taking Cuba.
Very badly. They're failing. Cuba right now is, to put it mildly, a failing nation. And I've been hearing about Cuba. I said before, since I'm a little boy, I've been hearing about Cuba, and everybody wanted to change. And I can see that happening. Marco Rubio is dealing on it, and at a very high level. And, you know, they have no money, they have no oil, they have no food. And it's really right now a nation in deep trouble, and they want our help.
They want our help. They don't, by the way. Cuba has... It's good. Cuba has real problems going on. Cuba is going to fall too, says Trump. Dear God, bro is playing a game of Risk. Yeah. President Trump announces Cuba is going to fall too. Venezuela operations in Iran, they need help. We are talking to Cuba. Trump confirmed Secretary Marco Rubio is dealing with Cuba at a very high level and would be a friendly takeover. The Trump doctrine. They call it a Thursday. 2/3 of Cuba hit by electricity blackout, cause yet unknown. Cause unknown. Invasion vibes. What do communists use before candles? Electricity. Yeah. Cause is unknown. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Here's the cause. Jeez. 2/3 of the electricity is out. Venezuela, Iran, Cuba. Castro regime must fall. Knock, knock. Cuba. This feels like a lot better than Iran, I'll tell you. It feels a little more natural, right? Like Cuba is a collapsed and failed nation. It's something that is right off our coast. It was used to nearly launch a nuclear holocaust on our people. And it's been a subservient pawn state to the communist faction of the world that is like non-existent, effectively, that is being crushed and destroyed. It's not real. Like like China is not real China's not actually real communism. It's just authoritarian capitalism. That's all China is. Also propped up entirely by the United States of America. That's why we're invading Iran. That's why we're invading Cuba. That's why we're invading Venezuela. We're cutting off China. This is the play. This is inevitable. Anyway, remember the blackout of Cuba yesterday? Yeah, the stage is being set. Man never sleeps. Just win after win. Marco's ready, folks. Send him in. Trump, Cuba is going to fall. Okay. Marco Rubio, Mr. Worldwide. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Maybe that's maybe the edits are ready. Marco Rubio is ready. And everyone's doing the same meme. I like the gold watch in this one. Well done. Everyone's doing the same meme. Maybe the gold comes from Venezuela. You never know. What do you think of Marco Rubio taking over to Cuba? The Rubio regime? It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.